Good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News. You're with me, Cyrilla Fonseca. But before we head into our stories, first we'll take a look at your headlines. Debate on the draft of the National Audit Bill begins in Parliament. Disciplinary inquiry begins against MPs who acted in an unruly manner during debate. Vessel with 7 fishermen on board which set off from Galle reported missing. Now, the debate on the National Audit Bill has begun in Parliament. The debate had been previously postponed several times. A key pledge of the Good Governance government, the National Audit Bill, was to be adopted within the first 100 days of their government coming into power. The National Audit Bill Commission was among the independent commissions mentioned in the 19th Amendment to the Constitution. Members of the commission has also been appointed. With that, we move on to more local news. The people of Nochiagama and Anuradhapura were provided access to clean drinking water under the Gammadda 1000 projects today.
Residents of the Moravakakanda area in Nochiagama and Anuradhapura, who have been suffering for many years without access to clean drinking water, were provided with a solution today. The project, which was declared open today, will benefit 225 families in the area. The project was completed at a cost of 500,000 rupees. A team of Newsfirst officials, including Director of Newsfirst, Charmika Roshan, Director of Newsfirst Administration, Kitsiri Dayananda, National Organizer of Gammadda, Kenneth Veerakodi, Project Leader Ravi Raghu and Amin Azza were present for the occasion to declare open the project. The project was sponsored by Professor Pastor Vincent.
As you know, Gammadda makes a special effort to go to the heart of the problem here in rural Sri Lanka to find a solution for the people, and today that journey has brought us to the Anuradhapura district. We are here in Nochiagama's Moravakakanda area. The people in this area have found it significantly difficult to get drinking water on a daily basis, and to try and help their efforts and to try and make their lives a bit easier, we have come here with Gammadda and the help of our generous sponsors to try and find a solution for this problem. We are currently at the launch event to this project. We are trying to get a water system in place for these people, and we will continue to update you on our News First bulletins. Please stay tuned on. Please watch the Primetime News Bulletin to find out the very latest from here in Anuradhapura. For the News First team, I'm Deshan Gonawala.
2 people were hospitalized with serious injuries after they were attacked with a sharp weapon in Puagahavata, Kolonava.
Police said the assault had taken place following an argument. 2 3-wheelers were also set on fire. Police said 2 people have been arrested over the incident, and the injured are currently receiving treatment at the intensive care unit of the National Hospital. A personal dispute has been attributed as the cause of the incident.
A suspect arrested with a stock of weapons at a house in Madhuragiriya is due to be produced before courts today.
Several army uniforms, 3 magazine cases and 5 magazine cases loaded with bullets used for T-56 firearms was seized by the police from a house in Yayathunna, Madhuragiriya. Police said a former army soldier was arrested in connection with the incident. The suspect is a resident of Pulasthigama area. The suspect is to be produced before the Higuragutam District Court today.
Now, Parliament has taken measures to initiate a disciplinary inquiry against members of Parliament who acted in an unruly manner during a debate in the chambers.
A senior parliamentary spokesperson said it has been proposed for the inquiry to be carried out through a parliamentary committee on privileges. The spokesperson added that the preliminary inquiry will be against leader of the National Freedom Front MP Vimal Weerawansa and UPFA parliamentarian Prasanna Ranavira. The senior spokesperson told Newsfirst that the Committee on Privileges will also inquire if there were any other members of Parliament who behaved in an unruly manner and made inappropriate statements in the chambers. As a result of today's escalations in Parliament, the debate on new regulations related to the Ministry of Health, Nutrition and Indigenous Medicine was also delayed. Meanwhile, an institution associated to Parliament is also conducted a special survey over Tuesday's incident in Parliament. The senior parliamentary spokesperson said according to public opinion, 96% of the public have condemned the incident. He said the conduct of MPs in Parliament, which ensures their self-respect, reflects on the country's betterment.
A van transporting school children met with an accident in Kuliapitiya today.
The accident occurred in the Kacheria junction in Kuliapitia. 3 students who were injured were admitted to the Kuliapitia hospital. The driver of the van was seriously injured in the accident. A 4-year-old child died at the same location yesterday. The accident occurred when a motorbike collided with a lorry.
A multi-day fishing trawler with 7 fishermen on board, which set out to sea from Galle, has been reported missing. The operation unit of the Department of Fisheries said the fishing trawler had set out to sea on the 14th of last month and had last made contact with the operations room on the 29th. The trawler was reported to be 300 nautical miles off coast of Galle at the time. The Department of Fisheries said the Maldives and India have informed of the missing trawlers, while the Sri Lanka Navy has also begun a search operation. With that, we move on to more local news. A seminar organized by Ceylon Bank Employees Union was held in Colombo yesterday.
Just like banks, another important sector to the country's financial system is insurance. A clause in the Insurance Act states that all insurance companies should be registered in the stock market. Multinational insurance companies have influenced the government, saying they cannot get registered in Sri Lanka's stock market because they are already registered in stock markets of other countries, therefore to release them of this condition. I am not sure if you would believe it, but it turns out that they have been given that concession through an amendment of an act last year. This is ridiculous. Are we even in Sri Lanka? Didn't the parliamentary representatives we elected see this? So now these insurance companies can just waltz into our country without registering in the stock market and go ahead with their business? What I cannot understand is why can't this condition called compulsory listing apply to everyone? Why wasn't it removed from the local and private entrepreneur? While a compulsory law has been imposed on the local and private entrepreneur, the multinational companies are exempted from it. This is unfair for the locals. Usually in other countries, the local industries are given priority, but in our country, they pull the local industries by the leg and disrupt their journey.
දේශීය එකාට ඒකයි කකුලේ තව යකඩ ගුලියක් ගැට ගහලා එයාගේ ගමන අඩාල කරන එක.